explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he makes the extra point. TCU. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
At the 45 on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He'll do it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff to the ground.
This offense has a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. To the air. It's Cochran. Lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Quick tempo here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense lining up quickly. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that more than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Cochran trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Oregon! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is just getting blown off the field right now. And I was there for the 0-13 season back in the day. This one will sting almost as much. Just brutal. They're trailing by 17 to UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on 3rd down.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they had to shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Cochran. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Herrera. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of a defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Handoff from the gun. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Now on 2nd down and short. Got his man down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 21.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in the play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Cochran. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pressure coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why
they got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the comeback is on.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
TCU, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that one as well.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Cochran. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Ducks will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The ball pops out on the return. Can they catch it? Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking for a crease to the left. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Got his man on the right. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Move the chains with that completion now on first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Tackled, but he has a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Line gets set, first down. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving past the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. On the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. The aerial assault continues. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Ducks! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
That should be the nail of the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, you would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 10 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry up. On second down, looking again to throw. On target to the left. And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the timing just a hair off.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now, because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Slave battle. Finally over.
Oh, that's fucking silly. This motherfucker, boy.
My current life. Yeah. No, I told him not to friend. I told him not to fuck with the other friend. I literally said no. I said no. I am not his wife. I need forever wife. I am a good woman, and I've been thinking that I know everything since he was 17 years old. He's been best friend. I've been seeing shit. So, this is my current life. Yeah. No. Okay. I told him not to fuck with the other friend. I literally said no. I said no. I am not his wife. I need forever. I've been seeing that I know everything since he was 17 years old. He's been best friend. I've been seeing shit.
I can say goodbye.
Where are you going?
If we aren't supposed to eat ass, if we aren't supposed to eat ass, then why the fuck is it between two buns? It's like God opened a damn bakery and left the back door wide fucking open. If we aren't supposed to eat ass, why the fuck? It's like God opened a damn bakery and left the back door wide fucking open.
A lot of the guys on that top tier at the league level, they're not just fighters, they're entertainers, right? So have you thought into a little bit of what your persona is going to be once you reach that level, or what kind of entertainer you're going to be? Look at me, bro. I love it.